Nice weather for events like
I
that.
love it. Plenty of sunshine.
Yeah.
We have a reverse clearing going on. Let's go ahead and look outside. You can see what that basically is some moisture gets trapped by the mountains, so it sort of stays inland, and your beaches are clear. So just a small little bit of a reverse clearing phenomena. And look at this. I love this. Last week it was 0 across the board. This week it's all over the place. Now we don't have a whole lot of rain this time of year, so the bit of rain we got last week threw this map into its very contradicting edges there. You can see 7% in Cuyama, 121% of normal, and that's again because we didn't get a whole lot, but it doesn't take much to throw those numbers around. Might want to point out the South Coast and Southern California got the rain, but only up against the mountains. Look at the little sliver of coastline that stayed dry as well. So really kind of interesting to see that. Wind advisory will stay in effect tonight into tomorrow. My text box disappeared. It was on there. It just gave the details basically through 3 a.m. And those winds again out toward Point Conception from Gaviota. Ventura today was 65. It felt a lot warmer to a lot of people because it's been so cold, and that 65 was very toasty actually feeling. Ojai only 71, but still very nice. Sun splashed a lot of areas into the 60s and some 70s. Paso Robles at 74. San Luis Obispo almost there at 68 degrees. Currently widespread 60s, a few 70s. No 50s yet quite, but Morro Bay, it looks like you're getting ready to knock on that door soon. Wind out of the west-northwest. The Gaviota area not really kicking up too strong. It looks like you're maybe a gust around 25 or so. It looks like Santa Maria, you actually have some gusts going up around 28. 60% humidity in some of our inland areas is kind of high for this time of day. So it looks like we do have some moisture out there to deal with, where we might end up getting some fog along the central coast. Probably not so much out toward Gaviota, and then down into Ventura County. More than likely we'll see some patchy fog. And boy, all these flashing boxes from Texas, upper Midwest, in and around the Great Lakes. This means we are seeing the cocktail of weather that is set up for a very busy night. We're going to be watching this. This might be a story by tomorrow night for some tornadic activity over a wide swath of the central United States. Area of low pressure right here. That's the key to our weather right now. Yet another cutoff low. Right now, kind of cool to mild, really mellow weather. But this next little system is going to knock on the door through about the middle of the week. We could see some showers, mainly in Southern California. Interesting. Or maybe some glorified drizzle for all of us by about Tuesday, Wednesday. Then when it backs out and moves out of the area, we see high pressure coming in, and we'll see a quick flip of the weather. So let's go ahead and look at the future tracks. And really nothing to talk about. We might get a little blurb of some mountain lifted or orographic enhanced drizzle right there. You can see that by Tuesday. Then it blows out of here, and we expect it to kind of dry things out. So the future track rainfall, more snow and rain for Northern California, extreme Northern California, mainly above San Francisco. For us, numbers don't really show up until we get to about Tuesday, and it will be our inland areas, and you'll see that real quick right there. Not a whole lot, but we'll have to keep an eye on it because this will be another sort of tricky cutoff low, meaning it could meander in a few different directions. Marine layer for tomorrow, and then as we go to Tuesday, keeping things really quiet and looking very spring-like. Now we'll go ahead and look at some temperatures across the board, or actually maybe we'll pop out some winds if we can get my map to pop in. There we go. There we go. The wind. Tomorrow night, we could see another burst of wind, so we'll have to keep an eye on possibly another wind advisory. Now we'll go ahead and look at temperatures. For tomorrow, into the 60s, a couple of 70s will pop out. Looks like Tuesday we cool off a bit and get back down into the 50s and 60s, so it won't be overly warm there. And quick look at our Santa Barbara area forecast. I'm getting ahead of myself. PM winds possible again as you head out toward Gaviota. Up and around Point Conception will go into the 60s mainly, and maybe a 70 or 2 will pop up in the warmest areas. And then a quick look down into Ventura County after we look at San Luis Obispo. We'll pop down south, and there it is. We'll go into the 60s to around 70 degrees for the warmest areas. Low 60s around the beaches. Had some nice surf out of the south, mixed swell and a northwest wind swell the last couple of days. That appears to be holding. Now your 7-day forecast, and there it is. Cool through about Wednesday, then a warm-up is expected as high pressure digs in and starts to warm the region, and that will be toward next weekend. We could see some 80s and 70s for the coastal plains, mainly 70s for the coastal plains. Inland areas, though, could go into the 80s, possibly the 90s. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I really liked it. I wanted to see it.
Damn it.